Hello, everyone. This is YakShaver Sprint 66 review. We have a great sprint this week. We have rolled out YakShaver to our first customer in the waitlist. Let's go through what we've done this sprint. Our goal, there are two goals. So we have rolled out YakShaver to the first customer. That's been done, which is great. And we are planning to add static branding to all the videos. However, there are some technical issues that Stephen is investigating and exploring experiment as well. This was a 1-week sprint, and we have Tom, Caleb, Lewis, myself, and Stephen full-time. We have two new members from China, Baba and Zeno, and Callum is part-time. And here's a list of done PBIs. The first one, we are planning to roll out YakShaver, free version of YakShaver to GitHub users. So they will log in on Chrome extension, and we plan to add Teams logins in Chrome's extension in the future. Second one, there's a bug.
Sorry, could I just see the Chrome extension just to see that working?
Sure. Yep. So right now, this is just the first draft that we did for NDC, but we're planning to add GitHub logins here for MVP. And then after the MVP, we'll also add Teams logins for enterprise users.
Okay, all right. So that UI is going to change, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And second PBI, we found a bug while we roll out to the first customer, and Lewis has fixed this. This was a minor insufficient privilege issue. Next one, Caleb has added a link to the client portal on the website. So as you can see on the top right corner, so now people can go to the portal from our main website.
Can you click it? Looks nice. Big button.
Yep. Yes. And now it will prompt you to log in. And Caleb has also reworked the navigation menu bar. This is a major refactor, and in the future, we should be able to add menu items more easily. Next.
Sorry, just on that, is that, go back to the menu, is that using ShadCN, Caleb, or have you hand rolled it?
It's using Radix UI. I talked to Isaac about it, and he said it's probably best to just use Radix UI from scratch since there's so much custom stuff. It's similar to what they've done with the Tina Cloud starter.
Okay, all right. Just make sure that, say, the community menu that he's got open there works nicely on your phone. That does not look like it would be easy for touch UI. It feels like there should be bigger gaps between the menu items. Yeah, you've got plenty of space there, so you can add some gaps to make it touch friendly. All right, let's keep going.
Well, it is a different UI on mobile, but that's it's a bit of an aside.
All right, let's move on. Stephen, make minor change to the leaderboard data source. He also fixed the major.
Sorry, I use the leaderboard all the time. What changed?
So the leaderboard in Teams and Client Portal, they're using different data source. So now they are unified. So the stats now showing consistent.
You know, when somebody does a few YakShaves, how quickly does it reflect in the leaderboard?
Should be instant.
Oh, really? Oh,
yes.
Okay. Okay, good to know.
Right.
That will have to change. That will have performance problems down the track.
Right. And next one is a big one. So Adam, this is the duplicate issue that Stephen has fixed. So this was causing users able to create multiple same issues from the UI. So we have fixed that.
And deployed.
Yep, deployed on production.
Okay.
And Lewis has fixed a small bug. Yes.
Can I just check? Did you also respond to Tiago to let him know that was fixed for him as well as the Frenchies?
Yes, Stephen should have reply email back to them already.
Yeah, I already sent
Stephen,
back the email.
Did you already tell Tiago?
Let me check.
You did it today, I assume. Is that right?
Yeah, that's today. No, Tiago was not in that
Yeah.
email.
Now this is for everyone. If somebody experiences the bug and then you realize other people experience it as well, but you didn't realize it was the same bug, when you fix it, don't just reply to the Frenchies. Go back to the other threads that were there and say, you were right. Actually, this has been resolved. It's related to this one.
Okay. Yeah, I
All
will
right,
reply to Tiago as well.
Sorry, can I just clarify? That's not about duplicate detection, is it? There was some bug that was causing multiple PBAs from one YakShaver, was it?
Correct. So
Yeah.
users were able to click multiple times on the same button, and that creates same issues, same
Right.
PBIs.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
cool. That's
it was a
really
nasty
nice.
bug. Tom, have you sent that email, the summary email of how that was implemented and that we should have reported to Microsoft if we were going to leave in that state?
I have it as a draft, and I was going to take you after the sprint review to look
Okay.
over it.
Thank you.
All right, let's move on. So Lewis has made a small change to the help card. So now the portal link is added. There's a minor authentication bug.
Rick, if these are very small, you don't need to run
Okay.
through every single one.
All right. Next one. Tom has made the UI change on the date range. Tom, can you walk us through on this one?
Yeah, so I deployed it on staging, and I'm going to take over the screen just to show you guys the changes. So we separated a little bit the UI. So the top part is basically static and all-time data. Underneath, you have the select your date range where you get a few presets. You select, for example, last month. And then the user leaderboard as well as the projects leaderboard will update with the correct ranking. And I also added a placeholder for the My Recent Shaves on the dashboard. And this will be soon available as Caleb is currently working on that and should be implemented in the next update. So in that regard, I hand it over to Caleb to showcase what he's been working on.
Just regards to that, are you going to be moving the leaderboard onto its own tab, or are you going to be leaving it on this page?
So this, yeah,
you're talking
Caleb,
about you're talking about the recent shaves or the
I'm talking about the leaderboard. There's a user leaderboard and there's a projects leaderboard. Are they going to be left on this page, or are you moving them to their own page?
There will be a dedicated page for leaderboard and project leaderboard, but these are just overviews for the dashboard. So once that is implemented, we probably going to remove this pagination here and only show 10 or 15 people on the dashboard for an overview.
I'd say top 5, probably top 5, and then you click on the link to go to the actual page.
Yeah.
And the date range is usually in the top right of a lot of pages, or the top left. It's weird to have it in the bottom left-hand corner. Yeah. And it's not visually obvious that the date range is to do with the 2 leaderboards, but not to do with the bar charts. It's not clear. Yeah, so I think this needs a bit of work. Okay.
Okay.
Just one thing. I think this is not a completed issue. I could be wrong, but I don't think this is completed and deployed, right?
This is currently on staging.
Yeah. So this is not complete as far as like Scrum cares. So you would not include this in the sprint review until you finish going through all the actual things that have been done and deployed and are in the increment. These are optional.
We're finished with a lot of stuff that's done, and we're just giving a quick update on this. That's why we're mentioning it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Maybe we could have made that a bit clearer, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I will take back the screen. Right. So we are going through the PBIs that are still in progress. The other important ones is this FFmpeg pack that Stephen is investigating on. So Stephen is going to try out different hardware specs in the cloud that will speed up this FFmpeg pack process. So right now, the solutions that we've tried so far are taking about 30 seconds to put on watermarks. Those are a bit too long, so Stephen is investigating a optimal solution, and he will document the approaches. The other important one is Chinify YakShaver. So Baba and Zeno are working on this, and they will present a PowerPoint slides once this is done, and then we'll expand more PBIs based on that slides.
Just with the Chinify story, I think the very first thing I do is check that the website works fine in China without the VPN. I think that's the first thing to do, and then be testing using the Chrome extension to see whether you can use that without the VPN, and then start raising some of those things. And then, of course, there's a much bigger thing to worry about because OpenAI does not work in China, and what the approach is we're going to use for that. Okay.
Right. Cool. And let's
Rick,
move on.
Did you skip over Caleb's one with recent shaves?
He mentioned it while we had that screen open.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't think I demoed anything. Would you guys like a demo of where it's at, or?
Oh, sure.
I'd love to.
Yeah. So I've just been working on a separate screen with dummy data at the moment. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So I've added a few bit of UX features like this filters tab here, because the user has the ability to run shaves that are pending but haven't been run yet. Say, for instance, I started a YakShave and it drafted up an email for me, but I had YakShaver turned off for some reason. I could just hit this process button and that'll run that shave. I've also simulated the loading screen.
Do you want to have all the options that you normally have on the card, like move PBI, close PBI, open PBI, etc.?
I could add that, but that could be a separate discussion.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Do you want to add the source, whether they use the extension or whether they use Teams?
Sure.
Or whether they use some external recording tool?
Yeah, no worries.
Cool. Let's move on.
That's cool though. So that will be in the dashboard in that bottom left-hand corner placeholder spot.
Yeah, it'll be in the dashboard and it'll also be its own separate screen.
Yeah, the dashboard will only show the last or the top 5 entries or 10.
And there'll be a link to see the screen if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. One other thing, Caleb, when you are in the Teams view, it would be good to have some hook that takes you over to see recent shapes. Like, you know how you can go leaderboard, and I think you see the top 30. If you want to see more, you click on the leaderboard link. If recent shaves, you'd click that to see who's been doing recent shaves. I think that'd be awesome. You know, I can see who was doing shaves today, and then I can click on that link to see the whole thing. So when all that's working, do a done video. I think that's a great one that you would like to see on the channel.
Sure.
Cool. And let's move on to the code coverage. We are staying on 33%, pretty much the same as last week. And we had 3 production releases. Availability slightly too deep. So this was caused by one of the users' subscription wasn't renewed, and this has happened a few times before, but we are aware of this, and Lewis will be looking to this in the future. Next, monthly usage. So we have MapWeeks. Jules and Isaac on the top. Product roadmaps. So now we have finished the Stripe integration and release to waitlist. This epic is done. So next, our focus will be on release a free version of YakShaver to the public. And now that's in progress. And also Channify YakShaver is also another focus. Backlog stats. In the last 30 days, we have 184 PBIs, and 72% of them are created by YakShaver. We have completed 126 PBIs, and net change is 58. In terms of R&D, Stephen, he has done experiment to try different hardware specs to process the watermark videos. Waitlist numbers stays the same. We are at 113. AI tools pretty much the same. Callum has used Claude Code connect to both Anthropic and Kimi K2.
If you're interested in seeing how to do that, by the way, watch my user group on Wednesday evening. I'll talk you through it.
Yep. And Barbara is using DeepSeek R1, and Zeno is using GitHub Copilot and also Claude 4 Sonnet. Retros.
Just a weird, those last two, just in the AI tools, see the font difference? Just select it all and go Control Spacebar, and you get rid of all character formatting. Yep, select it all, controls. Oh, okay. All right. And then
I'll fix that.
The other approach is to copy for me. Yeah, okay.
All right, and what went well? So everyone's happy that we rolled out to our first customer, and we also have 2 team members joining. Welcome, Baba and Zeno. Tom is getting Caleb on the dashboard, which hopefully will allow us to tackle some more outstanding features in the future. What didn't go well? So adding watermarks video seems way more tricky than we initially anticipated. What can be improved? Watermarks. I think we should. Kellen thought we should ask a second opinion from other solution architects and see if anyone has solved similar issues before. Yeah. So that's all the retros. Any questions? If not, then
I'm very happy that you fixed the duplicate bug. It was a horrible bug.
Yep. All right, then let's jump into the planning. So in the next sprint, we are targeting at rolling out to the second client. And we need to agree on the Channify PBIs. And we also need to make a decision how to tackle watermark performance issue. So next sprint, we'll still 1 week sprint. And here's are the PBIs that we're going to do. So Channify, we're going to expand more PBIs once the slide is done. And Stephen is continue his experiment on the watermarks. Any questions, Adam?
No, all good for me.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to well, I guess you have 113 people to get off the wait list and onto the pros.
Yes, we're getting there.
Which item is that on the backlog?
Is it the rollout one?
The rollout one. This is slightly different, but no, I don't think we have a PBI for that, but we still need to confirm the first client's still happy, and then we'll roll out the second one.
Yeah, I would say as soon as you see on the portal that somebody that user is using it and they're up and running and they give you a thumbs up, move on to the next one. So I think to me, it's kind of the number one thing to do. So I think you should add a new PBI for that. Put in brackets, rolling out wait list. Even if it's like the goal is to do a few of the 113.
So a quick thing also, the majority of that list won't be able to use it yet because they're all on Jira. Do we have a section of work going to try and get us up and running in Jira?
Well, it's not a priority at the moment.
Start thinking about prioritizing that, because otherwise there's only probably 30 people we can roll out to otherwise, if that.
Well, let's tag those 113 so we know which one they are. So it's very clear. But I think the number one priority is let's get it to all those people first, and let's get the bugs fixed. Yeah. So they're on the road with that. But is Jira on the roadmap?
It is on the roadmap.
Okay.
Eventually, but we currently have free YakShaver using GitHub and YouTube ahead of Jira and other third-party integrations.
Yeah, and so it should be. Yeah, that's good.
All right. Cool. So for anyone watching, this video will be uploaded to our YouTube channel. And this is Rick from SSW. Thank you.
Thanks, Rick. See you guys.
Yeah.